Start the recorder. Good evening. My name is Mike Wood. I'm going to be your presenter tonight, and we are going to be talking tonight about some creative eBay options. Once again, of course, if you have any questions, please put them in the question box, and I will pay attention to those as they come in. And I hope that you will use that also for participation tonight. I'm going to ask everybody who's on to give a little bit of insights and give some feedback and ideas. So what I wanted to go over today is I want to talk about the many stores and opportunities that are out there for us to find products. And basically want to show you how you really have a never-ending list of product ideas. Okay. Now, this honestly could be used for doing eBay with the retail strategy and using retailers, or it could be used for brainstorming activity, the same kind of process, looking for products to put on a list as potential products for you to sell on your own website. Okay. So basically, what I want to do is just build a big list of potential product ideas. That's really what I'm looking for here. So, and let's see. I'm going to leave it up to everybody online to just make notes and if you want to create a list there. So I won't be creating a list per se as I'm going through this today, but that would be encouraged. Okay. So what I want everybody to do as you're out there in the audience, so to speak, as you are participating in this, those of you who are active on the live webinar with us tonight, I want you to put out just product ideas in general. And what I'm really looking for is products that are always in demand, something that doesn't have a season necessarily, something that people will buy at any time. And one of the things that has come to mind for me is baby products. And so you can see we started here with a search for portable baby swing. Okay. And that general search, we can see a lot of ads coming up from Target. They've done an excellent job of putting themselves up there with sponsored ads for this product. Walmart is in there once as well. We've got Sam's Club over here, Fisher Price, Target, and Walmart, and Zulily all in there multiple times with different ads. Walmart is showing up on the as one, as the top organic result or natural listing result. We've got Toys R Us next. We got Amazon in there, Target, Burlington Coat Factory. There's one that you may not have thought of in the past. And then here's one that I've seen a lot lately, but isn't necessarily one of those well-known name brands in all households. Bye Bye Baby. B-U-Y Baby. Okay. So, and then as we come on down a little further, we can see we've got eBay showing up there. We've got consumersearch.com, safebabyreviews.com. Now, these two aren't necessarily going to be great retail options or actual stores for us. eBay, of course, is where you might be listing these products, and so not going to be one of the options that we'll look at for a supplier potential. But you'll also notice that we have a fairly general search here, portable baby swing. Okay, and so we've got all of those top brands and the big company names. What if we change that? We can use some of these Google options and check those results from what Google suggests here. See how that changes for us. So I do see a few additional names here. Bye Bye Baby still there. Zulily's here. Kohl's comes in on this one. Kmart comes in on this one here. Amazon again there, and eBay. What if we change it up a little bit more? Travel baby swing reviews, Walmart, travel baby bed, totally different product. Well, look at that. Now we got somebody totally different. Guavafamily.com. Okay. We've got Bed Bath and Beyond. That's one that's fairly well known. Jet.com over here. So now we're starting to get into more more possible suppliers and other websites. There's an interesting one, Giggle. I've never heard of that one before. Let's go check them out. Giggle.com. So there's a possible supplier of a product. Okay. So what we're trying to do here is come up with a large list of many possible suppliers, and basically a never-ending list of products as well as we're at it, or while we're at it. So we've got the Guava family there. We've got this Giggle.com, Bye Bye Baby, Bed Bath and Beyond. These are some that Land of Nod. These are some of those names that we don't necessarily hear of all the time in every household. We're getting out beyond the Amazon, Walmart, and Target and stuff like that. We've got travelswithbaby.com here, babygearlab.com. Now, some of these are going to be a little more niche specific. This one here, it looks like these guys are just offering reviews on this, so it's not necessarily this is not a store where we would buy the products. All right, so how do we get those more niche specific sites? Well, if we look at some of these products, we can see the more specific: travel bassinet, travel crib, travel cot. So what if we do baby travel cribs, plural? We've got there's another one I saw up there, philandteds.com. And so really it just comes down to changing these keywords until we get more than just the norm. Okay, there's that Bye Bye Baby again, Baby Bjorn showing up there. Amazon, Lucy's List, sounds like another review site. Bed Bath and Beyond, thebump.com, Best Portable Cribs, Play Yards. That's probably another, looks like another one that is doing a review on them or something. Click on it and see where it goes. If it goes anywhere, maybe it doesn't. Oh, they've got the links to, there we are. So Babies R Us is one they're linking to. Giggle.com, notice that. Juvie.com. Oh, that one doesn't even work. That might just be that URL. Let's get rid of that and just search for just the domain. And we do find them coming up here. So there we go. All of these products available from this supplier who really seems to focus on baby-related items. Okay. So that's part of it, is just changing up the searching that you do and looking for the variations, the different companies that can come up. And these review sites can be good sometimes too. Look at this, formoms.com. I mean, there's one that most of us probably didn't know about before today, right? And they're going through and showing the different products that they have here. So that's one way to do it. Now, another option, and we're going to get into some other product ideas here as well, but let's take it over to eBay, and we do a general search for baby swings. And now what we're looking for is something like this: top rated seller, top rated plus. So we find that, we see a stock photo, and we click on that item there, and then look at their feedback. If you see somebody with 21,000 on their feedback score, or similar higher, if it's thousands in their feedback, well, that that means they've made a lot of sales, and they're probably full-time eBay. Well, if we come over here and click see other items, right over here, see it's all in the seller information section. We can go to see other items, or um, click on their store. That's their name, new sealed. And we could come in there, and here's a list of 2,900 potential products that we can sell. And that's all we're looking for, is just the general idea of products. And if we want to see what is actually selling currently, we can click sold listings over there on the left side. Show only sold listings. Okay. And doing that will allow us to see the specific items that they are actually listing right now. And I like to sort this by recent first. And so that way I'm looking at items that have most recently sold. So you can see these guys haven't even sold anything according to this list and what they're showing me. They haven't sold anything today or even yesterday. The last thing they sold was a couple days ago. Okay, but they sold this item, they sold this one, they sold this one, and well, then we got the 26th, the 24th, the 24th, the 24th, the 24th, quite a few on the 24th there. Then we got some on the 23rd. And so you look at these, and all of these are potential items that we can now go and search on Google to find suppliers for them. So we just come over here and we do that search this way, and here we got another site, right? Right, my miamilly.com. There's Baby Bjorn directly. We've got Amazon, of course, Toys R Us, Target, Baby Gear Lab, the referral or the review site. Okay, and if we click next, then we're going to get into some other sites perhaps, but most of the time you're not going to get as many good results on those second or third pages and on down the way. Megan Mama is looks like a review or blogging site. Diapers.com, healthybabycarriers.com. Now there's a site that sounds like they focus on this particular product. What do doctors say? What do parents say? Education Center, latest news. Is this? And I'm not sure if these guys, from what I see here, it just looks like an education site. It doesn't look like it's doing anything with products specifically. It's just informational. All right, so that's probably not going to be a big one that we can look for, but that's what we're really looking for, is to try and find a site that seems to specialize in the products. Okay. All right, so let's try some other ideas. We had some suggestions here for shoes from Robert. Thank you, Robert. So we'll put that in there. Please, anybody with some ideas, let's throw them out and let's get some ideas going here and take a look at it. So we're going to just do a general search on eBay for shoes. Okay. And we've got only 4,771,000 results for shoes. All right, let's put this on a list view. And let's scroll down and look for a top rated plus seller. Now we can see a lot of these coming from China. We're going to cut those guys out by going over here to the side and on item location. Item location, we're going to click US only. And of course, if you happen to be outside of the US, you can use any other location you want to there. So that brings it down to just 2,559,000. Now we'll come over here and look at sold listings. It might be a good idea also to narrow by new items, so we're not looking at used items. Okay, and now we come in here and scroll until we see this little gold ribbon again. Okay, and we're going to look for a few of those. Hopefully there's another one. That's a pretty pricey shoe there, Gucci. And we're going to look for some of those and just check out what they're doing. So let's jump into this one here. They've got, whoa, look at that feedback. 538,000, huge. Let's see their other items. And so we come in and we see they've got 21,919 items listed. These guys are really hitting it hard. They've probably got a big warehouse and they've got a lot of people working for them and they buy stuff by the truckload. Well, we don't have to do that. We don't have to mimic what they do, but we can use what they are doing to get some ideas of products that we might look for, right? And so here we can see their sold items, end date most recent, and we can see the things that they are selling. And they've had quite a few sales just today, actually. And with that number of items listed, when you've got 20,000 listings, of course, you're going to have lots and lots of sales every day. Okay. So the more items that you have listed, the more sales that you'll have. Keep those ideas coming. I've got one more in the queue here. I want some other products from you guys. Okay. So here's a lot. These guys have got a lot of clothing products and items. This all came from just a general search looking for shoes, and now we've got several more products that we can look at from this particular seller because of the many number of items that they sell. Okay. We could take any one of these items and again come over to Google search and do a specific search for that item and see what we find in there. We can look at these websites that come up and see if they specialize in some products. And if you can find a store that specializes like baby, you know, everything is baby, then you're probably going to get better prices on the baby related items and be able to go in and mark those up and sell them on eBay. And so finding somebody who specializes instead of just a general store like Walmart or Target or Amazon or whatnot will help you to expand and have more options. Okay. All right, so we've got one more idea. I guess that's all we're going to get from you guys. I hope some of you can think of some more things and throw them out there for me. But we've got, oh, there we go. We got a few more coming in. Thank you. So we've got living room furniture. Now, believe it or not, this can actually be a good product to work with. Yeah, it might cost a little bit more to ship, but honestly, when you're dealing with companies that are so large and they've got shipping discounts with FedEx and other companies, you generally don't have to worry about it. They're going to have this type of product where it'll ship very inexpensive or free. Basically, they built the shipping into their cost of the product. And so when they've got a product that sells for $1,324, they can probably get FedEx to ship that thing for, I don't know, maybe $50 or $100. And so they can do the free shipping and build it right into the price. Okay. So here's some furniture items that have sold recently. I mean, we're in September here, September 29th. That's today, all right? And we've got all of these big $1,000 furniture sets selling today. People are buying furniture right now. Okay, so it is something that that can sell, and it's, you know, furniture is a pretty good product year round too. And that's the other thing we want to look at is products that maybe we can sell year round. So again, we would take this product. Now, of course, we want to find somebody. You know, one of the main reasons we're doing this is to look at the sellers, find a big seller with a high feedback and a lot of listings. They've got 911 listings. Look at their completed listings to see what they've sold recently, 128 recently. If they're making $200 or $300 a piece on each of these, then, you know, sell one a day. They're doing all right. All right. Okay, so next product idea, we've got umbrellas. So let's see what we've got for umbrellas. Put umbrella in there. 139,000 results. And out of those 139,000, how many have sold recently? 31,000. So not a huge number of them. We're looking at you know, maybe a fifth or a sixth of those that that are listed that are selling here. We've got China in there again, so we want to cut that out. So let's go to new, and let's look at US only. All right. And so there we've got all these different umbrellas here. Now, of course, we're seeing a lot of the traditional rain umbrellas, but we do also see here a patio umbrella. Okay, so that's an option that we can look for, patio umbrellas. Here's another one, patio umbrella with a light on it there. And actually, that's probably just the light. I'm thinking, yeah, it's the LED light. Umbrella cover. So we've got all of these options that come up for the umbrellas. And so again, we could come over here to Google and do a search for patio umbrella or umbrellas. Look at that, patioshoppers.com. Does that sound like a site that specializes? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Somebody who specializes in patios. Empire Patio. So there we've got two that specialize, right? There's Wayfair, another store there. We got Home Depot. We got Overstock.com, Walmart, Lowe's, Target, Frontgate.com. Now that haven't heard of them before. I'm going to just jump out and check their site, see what they are all about. So yeah, they focus on. I don't know if they. Yeah, it looks like they focus on outdoor related stuff. Well, they've got holiday decor, they've got outdoor furniture, outdoor living, pool and beach, furniture, rugs, and so it's it's home and home and garden kind of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff for the home. So lots of potential products for us right here that we can work with. So there's another one, frontgate.com, that we can use. Okay. All right, so that's our umbrellas. We got pet accessories. Well, let's go throw that out there. In fact, let's start over here with that. Pet accessories. Dr. Forsyth and Smith, they focus on pets. Zoolily, interesting. I didn't think of them as a pet company. In the company of dogs.com, we've got Amazon, of course, showing up there. We've got Petco, Overstock, PetEdge.com, somebody who probably specializes in pets. Shinola.com. Frontgate has some pet stuff. In the company of dogs is coming up again there. PetSupplies.com. PetSmart.com. So see, here are some companies that actually focus on pets. And we've got the specific products from them for the pet-related products. So there we can pull them up and take a look at what they have to offer, look at their new arrivals. And, okay, well, that's interesting. They indicate they're coming up for pets for some reason, but they've got more watches and other items, so they don't really specialize. They've got a lot of other things. There's pet. They have very little in pets, so very interesting that they're even coming up for that key phrase. They've done a great job optimizing their pages, apparently. So, but lots of other products, right, that we can work with from them. Let's see, what else do we have? Specific flip charts. That's interesting. Or flip chairs, sorry, from Viola there. Flip chairs. So sound off for me, Viola. When you say flip chairs, are you talking about something like this product here? Or what are you referring to there? Because I'm not sure what specific flip chairs means. So if you want to give me a little more detail on that. But hey, we've done some search on it, and we have some different companies coming up here. Dot and Bow. Haven't seen those guys before, so that's interesting to have another one there. Websterant here. Websterant store. We've got Jack's Bean Bags. There we go. We've got a company that appears to focus on bean bags or indoor, looks like indoor, outdoor, mostly seating related stuff from what I can see here. They've got kids chairs and bean bags. We've got the specific bean bags. We've got indoor and outdoor products. So all kinds of things that they have for us. So uh, this so modular chair, lounger and bolster. So lots of creative, interesting things. So let's take this over to eBay. And let's see, do we have anything like that selling on eBay? Do a search for Midtown chair. So that particular one isn't coming up. Cabbagetown chair. Now these are probably their specific. They're branding it, creating a name for them. Lounger and bolster sounds like a more general search. There's the dog beds and stuff that are coming up there. So, all right, bird feeders. That's a pretty popular one. I've heard a lot of bird feeders. All right, so there's all kinds of bird feeders. 975 sold items recently. That one right there, gosh, that looks like a product that that anybody handy could make themselves. Kind of a, that's probably what this guy's doing, and they've got several different styles and formats to it here, but they're probably selling building it themselves or something like that. And that's pretty cool. And they might sell a kit or sell it, with the parts and have instructions to put it together. And if we look at their sold listings, 25 recent, just from something they're doing, building their own thing, right? So that's kind of cool. Screen bird feeder, 5 of those particular styles sold right there. So that's a fun idea of something that came up for bird feeder that gives us beyond just finding something that's available out there. But if you're handy and want to create something, you can create some fun things to sell as well. All right. Okay, so that gives us quite a few. Now let's go and look. Let's take something like this one, woodland brown squirrel outdoor bird feeder, and let's go search for that out here on Google. Can we find that available out there? There's a lot of them listed on eBay, and look at this right there. We've got one available from PriceFalls.com at $9.95. Okay, so we could go into that Price Falls site, and sure, we could order that one. Now they do have $9.95 shipping on that as well, so we're looking at a total of $20 on this. But what else do they have? We could look at their entire site, and we've got all of the products from Price Falls that we could possibly list up there as well. And then just go crazy. Let's list everything that you possibly can. That's how you build a big store. I mean, these people that have huge listings out here. See if this is one for us. 907 on their feedbacks. The other items they're not very active. That one I'm guessing they're not very active. I'm surprised to see that they're a top rated plus because they've got a terrible title there. They ought to have more in their title. They do have 470 items listed. That's interesting. Sold listings 76 recently. So that's very interesting. Now this looks like again a specialty a hobbyist item. They're probably either painting these themselves or putting some kind of sticker on them. They look like a lot of these are hand painted. Crazy low prices for a hand painted item. That's amazing. All right, let's back out here again. See if we can find I like that one. Looks like there we go. 12,000 on their feedback. 1,900 products. There's some Halloween costumes because Halloween's coming up. Look at their sold listings, 310 sold items. And there's all kinds of different things that we can look for to pick up, right? And sell. So once you find this and you've got somebody here, if you want, you can click add to my favorite sellers and add those guys to your seller list. And you save that here, and then you can actually access your list of sellers through your eBay account, um, favorite sellers. So you can have a list of sellers that you watch. So if you wanted to come in and see what these individuals are adding, or if you're wondering what to sell next, if you've saved them, then you can go into your favorite sellers list and access that at a later time. Okay. So trying and step out beyond just the norm and the most known companies like the Amazons and the Walmart and the Target, and let's go find other stores like the girlfriendstore.co, furniturecreations.com, and the hey, look at that, mywholesalegifts.com, the pricefalls.com. Let's do some searching to find some of these other sites, and then as you find them, make note of them. Build a database, a spreadsheet, a document, an email, something, so that you can come back and look for those at a later time. And then do the same thing with eBay and the eBay sellers, so that you have lots and lots of options, and you really never run out of options of things to sell. And this is something that you can do no matter what you want to sell. If you want to sell normal products, if you want to sell baby products, indoor, outdoor products, if you want to sell home decor products, if you want to create your own products, like those bird feeders, right? And you're handy and you want to just look to see what's out there. Hey, there's lots of options and lots of potential things for you to look at. Okay. So get out there and do some research so that you have plenty of potential options to work with. So that's what I have for you tonight. Thank you all for joining, and hope that you got something out of this, and that you move forward with building your business.